Hi guys, this is Michael from the Board Games Chronicle. Today I have for you another material about the Paths of Glory, one of the classical designs done by Ted Reiser and published by GMT Games. I recently took advantage of the possibility of getting the deluxe edition, so this is the latest and greatest from GMT. What I would like to talk about today is a storage solution for this game. And this is kind of my side project, except for writing the blog, doing from time to time the videos. I also work from Martin from Cube4Me. We together design, create, and present to you guys the tailor-made storage solutions. What does it mean, tailor-made? That means that this is checked for the components in the box, and you have assurance that it will fit. The ultimate goal is to make the cover of the box to have no lift or minimal lift. Sometimes you cannot help it if you would like to nicely store and sort the components. But in essence, you have pre-designed and pre-checked version of what will be inside. Paths of Glory is not an easy game to store. The reason is that you have mounted map inside, that you have 3 eras of cards for 2 sides, so actually 6, that you have optional cards in the deluxe edition, and that you have a lot of tokens. So that makes for a really challenging, design, which I believe we did pretty nicely. And this is something which I would like to present to you. If you're already using this, just let me know in comments how does it work. So first moment of truth is how does it close? It has a small lift, like 2 millimeters, because there's so much stuff that it's not possible. And the box is only 2 inches from you can see. If you have a 3-inch boxes with a mounted map, that's usually much easier to fit than if it's a huge game with a lot of components, mounted map, and only a small box. So a 2 millimeter lift, and what do we have inside? How is it done? First of all, we have card decks, and then we have counters. Let me tell you a little about the cards. We have 5 of them, and what is important is how do we put them inside. You see, here we have a basic card decks for both sides. The mobilization, limited war, and this is in 2 shallow card holders. That means that also the total war is inside. It was not possible to put 3 and have everything separately, because in the deluxe edition you have also the optional cards and they need their own card holder. Similarly, for Germany you have a card holder for the mobilization, limited war, and total war, and so you have 3 eras in 2 decks. The only way to do it is simply to divide 3 eras across to card holders because of optional cards. And one important thing I will be showing this later on is how do you put them, because if you have 3 card holders like this, you will not be able to put them. Oh, you can put them, okay. But if you have those wider ones, you would need a trick that 2 of them are put, normally, and this one is put the other way around. So it fits nicely here. Those edges fits here on the top. So just a hint when we will be packing, because we can show the storage solution, we can show what is inside, but the ultimate verification will be when we will be trying, to close this. Yeah. So this is it. This is for the cards. Let me put it aside a bit. Let me put cards here. Optional, non-optional, and both. Then we have the tokens, and here is a trick. What's the trick? It's that we have 2 trays, 1 lid. That saves space, but this also saves money, because you only use 1 lid. The great thing about Cube4Me storage solutions and trays is that you can put tray into the tray. So you have a main tray which is deep, Then you have another deep tray on top of this, acting as a lift, as a cover, sorry. Then you have the cover here, which closes everything. So how does it work? We open this here, and we open this here, and as you can see, one lid and two card holders. What do we have? Not card holders, but trays. Sorry, I'm a little tired today. Yeah, so let me focus. One tray is fully focused on the armies, and you simply put it next to the map and do the setup quickly. The German armies, the Turkey armies, and the Austro-Hungarian armies. So these are the main three armies for the Central Powers. Then you have the Russians, the French, the British main armies for the allies, of course. Here you have Italians with USA. Maybe you could put USA here. And you can also note that army is here, corps is here, army is here, corps is here. There's enough space to separate four largest armies in that way. And then we have a lot of smaller armies like Serbia, you have Romania, you have Belgium, you have Bulgaria, so on. So you have Greece, so on and so forth. I put them all in one. It doesn't make sense to use the whole compartment for one, two, or three counters. It's much easier done this way. So this is the army tray, and then we have tokens and all those markers which helps us with the game. So you have the trenches here for the Central Powers, and the trenches here which are for the allies. The control markers, you actually put it next to the board, and here would be the side of the Central Powers, here would be the side of the allies. They can reach and take each of those. Then you have, of course, some counters which will be on the map, like the replacement points, like the actions, attacks, and so on. And here we have them for the Central Powers, here we have them for the allies, and also combined war status. This all is optional things. Here we have a destroyed forts, and on top of this we have also those events here, which you can mark on the track and show what and when was done. That way, yeah, you have pretty nice access to, first of all the armies and all the corpses from the game. Of course, you do not use everything from the beginning. You remember how the war was starting. Only part of the countries were actually fighting with each other. Some of them not, so you'll be reaching for them later on. And this is something which you would like to have handy, especially for the trenches, for the control markers, for the destroyed forts. Those things will be immediately put on the map, but also only for the factions which started the war or which are at this current moment in the war. So moment of truth. When I'm showing the storage solution, I'm not only presenting it, and I'm always trying also to pack it back to see whether it fits. What do we have else in the box? Of course, we have rule book, we have beautiful map, two-sided. You have actually two sides. For those who have not seen the Paths of Glory, gorgeous deluxe edition. Let me just show it to you. You see, this is how beautifully it looks like. Actually, I recently got for the People 25th anniversary edition also with a beautiful mounted map. Two-sided, the original one and the new graphics. Okay, how do we start packing? First of all, we put one tray into the other. You see, all the trays has four corners. That's obvious, yeah, it's rectangle, but three of them are rounded and one is not, and that helps you to know how to pack it. Also here on the lid, three rounded, and one which is, I don't know how to say it, normal, not curved. You close it, you make sure that it fits. You take the box, put it here, and then we have a cards. And as I told you, yeah, the optional we'll put in the middle. Here, let's put the allies. Here, let me put the central person. Now, for this to fit, we would like to do it the other way around, that way. And it fits nicely. As I told you, there is a lift of about 1, maybe 2 millimeters. If you touch it, you can feel that it's slightly, just slightly, is taller than the box container. But as I told you, sometimes you cannot make it perfect. It's almost perfect. But you know, the trade-off which you need to do is I think really really good, because you have everything nicely sorted and stored. Then we close it, and the game, voila, is ready for a quick setup for another session. And this is what I wanted to show to you today, guys. Hopefully you like it and you will have fun with it and will enjoy. Please feel free to use the comment section below if you would like to share your opinion. Also, if you like it, please give thumbs up, and I also encourage you to subscribe. Every subscription is important for such a small content creator like the Board Games Chronicle. That's all for me today. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for being with me. Bye.